What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kiwan, and I am back with Somebody's Son, Season 1, Episode 3, Mom Knows Best. Before I start, can y'all make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel? Please click the notification bell button so you can be updated on all videos that I drop. And can y'all make sure we are liking all the videos so I can kind of stay in an algorithm, so people can kind of notice me and put me out there and yada yada yada. I'm still a little new to these YouTube streets. I've been in it for about 6 months, okay, doing my due gills, okay. And that's all I got. Let me say this to all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate y'all. Welcome to the ones that have been here for 5 to 6 months. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Like, I really stress on y'all liking my content. I appreciate this. Like, y'all don't even understand. I said before, if I can hug y'all, like, I would really hug everybody and everything. But, yeah. So anyway, Somebody's Son. Did y'all have the same question I had, or the same concern I had when it came to the new mama, this son, this new mama and son duo? But we gonna get there. Okay. Anyway, we picked the episode back up with James and Charlize. Mama Charlize. I forgot I gotta call her mama. So Alyssa did her video cam, and she was like, just happy I got picked. My man. You know what? Can y'all stop doing that? You didn't even know this man. Okay? I really act like an auntie. Y'all, I am 40 freaking 2, and I act like I am in an auntie phase. Look, y'all got to stop staking claim on somebody who has not staked claim on you. Okay? Okay, Nee? All right? Anyway, all the ladies are happy because they were chosen last night. They didn't get to go home. So Mama Charlize asked James, what are your thoughts about last night? And in his confessional, he said, this time Charlize didn't have to pray them away. She sent them packing. And so he also tells his mom that he was thinking the same lines as her as far as the picks that she chose. So Charlize says Chisholm was perfect, but just wasn't perfect for James. And it's okay. It is okay. I did not see Chisholm or James as a perfect fit. And as I said in my last review, James is more interested in Alyssa, and that is a woman that is his speed. Anyway, so Charlize and Mama Charlize and James, they have to go paintballing with the girls today, and it's some type of communication challenge. I was like, cool, that sounds good. So the next mama and son duo, Chad and Katina. Chad is 30. He is a financial analyst. He said he had 3 or 4 connections in his past. He said that it didn't work out because he was so focused on his career. And I understand that. With him just being 30, you're in your 20s, so you really need to be focused on yourself. I sound like an after school special. But I'm just saying, I just think that it's rare that young people really find each other and grow old together, and I love that. But as young people, for me, I will always advise no kids, just live your life, build your life, get your education, travel the world, see what's out there before you settle down. If you want to, that is what you choose. But I just think that for the young ones, that's a thing that should be okay. That's just what I think. So he said that he's looking for a woman to motivate him and to continue to keep going, that will push him to keep going and continue to grow as a person. And I was just kind of thinking, I try not to be hard on the male species lately. I really do. But sometimes I can't help it. Will you do the same for her? Like, I know you want her to do this for you, but she needs to have you do the same for her. I don't like how have these women center themselves around these men. And I'm sorry, y'all. I don't like it. It's always the woman centering the man, and then but that's okay. I don't know why I'm so nervous doing this review right now. I don't know. Anyway, he said that his mom would want him to be with someone who's goal-driven, career-oriented, and not too promiscuous. And then his mom says, not promiscuous at all. So before we get started, this already right here had them pissed me off. Because a person's sexual past is their past. That has nothing to do with you. As long as that lady keeping it clean and healthy and whatever, that's what she did before you was well before you. Okay? Anyway, he said that his mom isn't included in his dating life, but she wants to be included. And I was like, why? And then she also talked about how she don't like half-dressed kind of women. And I'm just like, ma'am, you are not picking these women. This is his choice. This is not on you. I got questions. Anyway, so this is where everything starts to make sense. This right here is where life starts to make sense for me. So he moved with his dad when he was in the 8th grade. He hasn't lived with his mom in over 20 years. He said he brought his mom along so their relationship can grow. His dad lived in Ohio. His mom lived in Arizona. Question number 1. Why haven't y'all worked on y'all relationship although y'all live in 2 separate states? Why isn't it a close-knit relationship? Did you not visit your mom? Did you visit your mom for the summers? I know sometimes kids can kind of feel away when, the other parent isn't around. I understand that. But was there little communication? I'm thoroughly confused. So it did seem like she didn't know him. My other concern was you bringing your mom and hoping that you guys strengthen your relationship within 2 weeks while she's helping you pick out a potential mate. She doesn't even know you, let alone you trying to help you pick out somebody that you're spending your life with or whatever, a mate or whatever. She doesn't know you. But I think he wanted to go on the show. And I think if he brought anybody else around, I felt like, because that mama seemed like she got a little attitude, all right? Mama Katina looked like she don't play. But at the same time, she got a little attitude, okay? What was I about to say? Because I started... So I low-key kind of think, this just me, and I really, really could be wrong. He didn't want to bring another woman in the place of his mom because his mom probably would have felt the way. But I just really feel like because he really stressed that for him and his mom to work on their relationship. And I feel like before you bring her in on a decision like this, because your mom picked based on what she wanted, and not only did she do that, she don't know you to the point she don't know what type of woman you like, and she doesn't even know you to the point where she said this woman might be too much for you, and you gotta know it. But we gotta get there, okay? We could stop rushing, Kiwan. Stop rushing. You're right. So, she said she really she said now she's really now getting to know her son as a young adult male. And I was like, again, what was this relationship like with y'all living in two separate states? Did you not talk to him every day? Could you not talk? Like, what was, there is this big old piece that is missing. And of course, it's not our business. It's not our business, but it's just, I think everybody want to know, what is this relationship like, and why would you bring her, and y'all relationship still needs to be building. Like, she doesn't know you, so of course she's not going to know what you are looking for in a potential person. So we meet the four ladies. So the first lady we met was Paige. Y'all, I thought Paige was really, really beautiful. I did. I all of the ladies were extreme. Let me tell you, all of the ladies that have shown their face on this screen has been exceptionally beautiful. Like, there is not one in front of the other. They're just exceptionally beautiful to me, really. So Paige, she's a business analyst. She's looking for someone's son to match her hustle. She's beautiful, of course. And what I like is, upon greeting him, they all shook his hand. And what I seen in him was that he extended his hand out rather than trying to hug them. So one could say that Mr. Chad was raised right, because he don't seem arrogant. He seemed like a pleasant type of guy. He seems like he can control his emotions. He's shown me that. Because I know he wanted to probably feel a way about his mom, but he was able to control his emotions. He seems very respectful. But that was all I got on him, and very nice. So Paige says she's always friend zoned. She said everybody tells her she gives off homie vibes because, of course, she's part tomboy, but she just didn't look it upon her getting out the car. Like, I was like, okay, you look pretty. And even when you saw all of her pictures, it was just like, okay, you're gorgeous. So Miranda is 30. I liked Miranda. I love the color of her hair. I know that sounds crazy. She's an HR manager. She's looking for someone to love unconditionally. She says that everybody tells her that she talks to guys as if, she's HR and they're maybe some subordinates or something like that. She said when she upon seeing Chad, she had an instant connection. I was like, oh, okay. We meet Lauren. Oh, let me say this. Miranda, all of her photos, Snapchats, whatever, that they showed was extremely beautiful. Want to give the ladies their props. Gorgeous. So Lauren is a hairstylist. She's looking for someone to start a family with. She said her biological clock is ticking, and I need y'all to throw them clocks away. Throw them away. Throw them away. So she said this. She said you have to stand out to get chose, but she also recognizes that she's not a pick me. Lauren gives me mature. Lauren says she when I was like, that's right, Lauren. She said she want a man to massage her heart and not slap her on her booty. Okay? You better go slap somebody else. Like Lauren just gave, I'm low key too mature for this. And I also feel like she is, her and Chad, I don't know. I don't know. It's not a big age gap because it's just a 5-year difference. But it's the maturity level. It's the maturity level that you know anyway, Jasmine is a 26-year-old student. She's looking for someone's son to plant roots with. She's a free spirit. She said she dated Europeans, but now she needs some seasoning in her food. So low key, I kind of felt like she was saying I dated a white man, but now I need a little soul, so I'm gonna come over here with the black boys. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought she said. So, hold on one second. So Lauren said when she looked at Chad and Jasmine, she said that they look good together, and she was looking at Jasmine like, oh, she is young, because Lauren is like 9 years older than Jasmine. So I know Lauren is like, why am I here? So they talked, I think it was the mom that kind of made the comment about Jasmine being in her transitional period. And I just wanted to point out that just because Jasmine is in her transitional period doesn't make her less than the other women or anybody else for that matter. Some people just haven't figured it out yet, and that should be okay. But it's usually what that mom want. I guess, I don't know. It's not really what the mom want, but I think James is, I'm sorry, I keep trying to call him James. Chad is like, I'll adjust to somebody that's good to me. I don't know. That's just what he gives me. So back over with James and Mama Charlize. James says he know who he's vibing with, and I'm sure my opinion, I'm sure that was Alyssa. So Alyssa said James is good at leading. This is when they go to the paintballing event. She said he's good at leading, and if you can't lead me, then where are we going? And I was like, Alyssa, you want, again, Alyssa, pamper princess, I want to be taken care of. I want you to lead me. I don't want to have to do anything but sit in my pretty. Sorry. So the exercise, I'm going to point this out. The paintballing exercise, when James and Alyssa kind of got together, says a lot. It says that she won't do anything unless he's leading her, but he wasn't, they wasn't communicating. She don't want to have to do the hard work. She want to be like, hey, sit this over here. That is what Alyssa wants. She wants it easy. And to me, it just said a lot. Then when he did the paintballing with Sabrina, it seemed like Sabrina is the one that makes all, I'm the top dog. I'm going to make this decision. I'm stern. I'm strong. And if you don't get it done right now, I'm going to do it later. Don't worry about it. I'll do it. James and Bree. Bree was actually directing him. Like, hey, go this way, go that way. But it seemed that Bree was more patient with him. Where you have Sabrina, she didn't seem as she seemed patient, but it was like, I have nothing to work with, so I have to do the heavy lifting. Bree seemed okay with, you know, leading and telling, him what to do. Now, James, the whole time, he hasn't communicated with anybody. Now, I don't know if it was his job to communicate, but he hadn't communicated with anybody. Okay? So, Bree won the date. Of course, looking at his face a little bit, he was happy low-key, but he had this one facial expression where I kind of feel like he really wanted Alyssa. But Alyssa is what you want. Alyssa is not what you need. But he won't know that till later on in life. But that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, we get back to Chad and Katina. So Katina does the icebreaker exercise, and she asks, what would you do if your partner asked for a prenup? Miranda says she would get a secret bank account. Paige said, don't commit to me with conditions. So the mama was okay with that, but somehow the mama was not okay with Miranda's answer. She was not okay. It seemed like that little answer kind of triggered that mama. I just kind of feel like, why did that trigger you, lady? It was like, because how are you going to come to me with a prenup, but then how you going to get mad at me for having another bank account because you hit me with a prenup? So I need to secure my own bag. I ain't mad at that. So anyway, Chad, mainly, he wants to be the main provider. Even if the woman is making more money, he still want to figure out a way to be the main provider. Again, that's him living with his dad. It is the male, males teach males to protect and provide. Okay. So boundaries. They asked a question about boundaries. Lauren said no hug, no handshake only. Just say hi, handshake, and that's it. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Jasmine said she didn't have any boundaries. Because Jasmine, a free spirit, she probably don't be tripping. Like, she probably don't be tripping. And that's just what Jasmine give me. It's not that she don't care. It's just that, I mean, if you give her a hug, you gave her a hug. I mean, versus you hugging somebody and then here comes I don't know why you had to hug the bitch. You didn't have to hug the bitch. I'm I'm just saying. So then I had to get a smaller one, okay? They figure out, Katina and Chad get in a room and get to talking. So now they got to figure out who they send it home. I strongly thought Jasmine was going to go home. So they were talking about being a strong woman. I think they said that what's her name? Lauren and Jasmine. Paige was strong, and she said maybe she's too strong. And I really would like to know, what does that mean? And what is wrong with a woman being strong or too strong? Or what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Like, I don't understand. People make it seem like it's a bad thing for me to be strong. Like, I mean, not me, but I'm just saying for women to be strong. Black women to be strong. So he questions if his mom knows what's best for him. And she don't know him. And I just think that he did himself a disservice by bringing his mom, especially if their relationship, it's a good relationship, but she doesn't know those parts of him. Anyway, Mama Katina didn't like Miranda saying she will hide the money. I just want to know, why is that not okay? If you're telling me that your son is coming to me with a prenup, that I'm not supposed to have my own money laying around somewhere. So if we decide if there is a divorce and I come in what I left. I mean, I leave with what I came in with. I have to leave. If I come in with $2, I have to leave with them same $2. Okay? Like, you have to make that make sense to me. I'm just saying. So, Mama Katina, definitely have concerns about Jasmine. Because she was like, Jasmine is a free spirit. I mean, I'm sorry. Jasmine is in between. You know, she not knowing what she want. And she feel like that's not a good fit for her son. Basically because he knows what he wants. And I was like, again, he was not tripping about that. So, Mama Katina thinks Lauren could possibly be a nagger. I didn't get that from her. What I got from Lauren was, this is what I require. This is who I am. And it is what it is. Like, I get straightforward and no nonsense from Lauren. Then she said, she tells Chad that she seemed like Lauren would be too much woman for him. And I was like, that is insane. Why would you say that? So he tells us he gets frustrated. You can tell he was frustrated. You tell his mom that, you know, you never see me in that type of environment, so you don't know what's too much for me. So Mama Katina said, well, Mama knows best. Obviously, you don't. But what people think because it's their kids, they know. No, you don't know. So it just seems as though those issues were starting to show up in that moment. So Paige stayed. Jasmine stayed, Lauren stayed, and Lauren said, Lauren didn't think that she would be staying, but low key, I feel like Lauren was kind of hoping to go home, because I think once she found out his age, she was turned off at that moment. So I think she just kind of went along to get along. Chad said that he is not happy that she sent Miranda home. I actually like Miranda. Chad seemed like he wanted her number as he walked her out and walked her to that car. I couldn't say who I thought he would wanted to go home, but I didn't really see him and Lauren. You know, he wants somebody closer. And again, it's not a huge gap. It's only 5 years. But I think when you look at the connection he had with the ladies, he was more connected with the other three. But he seen Lauren, and he, you know, she was beautiful to him. And, you know, but I just think, like, he just connected and vibed with the other two ladies. And I think Lauren would have been a good fit. And I don't know. Even Jasmine, I don't know if Jasmine was right for him. Like, Jasmine is like a home girl. It's like a, you know, hey, my friend, you know. I don't know. But y'all, this is where the episode ended. Tell me what you think about the episode, about that mama, about the paintballing exercise. Let me know. Y'all, I will see y'all in the next video. And the next video will probably be Friday. So, because I don't know. I think Raising Kanan comes back on Friday. And then it'll be, I think somebody's son. One of those shows. One of those own shows going to be on. Whichever it is, that's the one I'm going to do. I'm sorry. I will see y'all in the next video.